Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Super Dario124 here, back at it again with another video, and today I wanted to talk about Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. As of right now, the game comes out in 6 days. It comes out this upcoming Friday, and I'm super excited for it, and I wanted to talk about the game and give some of my opinions on it, and just explain why I have a lot of excitement around it. And now, as I'm sure a lot of people familiar with the game are aware of, this game is taking place in the Kanto region. The Kanto region is the very first Pokemon region I ever got to experience myself. A very, very long time ago, my sister had a Game Boy Advance, and one of the first games she had for it was Pokemon Leaf Green. And I still remember to this day playing that game and everything that went along with it. It was a lot of fun. I didn't know what I was doing, but I thought it was a lot of fun, and Kanto is the one I've had the longest tenure with as far as regions go. Another fun fact is that this game is actually a remake of Pokemon Yellow for the original Game Boy, and I've never actually played the cartridge version of that game, but when I had a 2DS, for a short period of time. I bought the digital version of that game, and I actually made it through all the gym leaders, and I got to the Pokemon League, but my team was not strong enough to take on the Pokemon League, unfortunately, so that kind of sucked, and because of that, I just never proceeded to beat it. But there were some really cool things about that game that I really liked, like how there was people in these certain cities you can talk to, and you could actually get all three starters, Squirtle, Charmander, and Bulbasaur, without having to initially choose them. You can just get all three of them, which is like really, really awesome. I don't know if they've confirmed that, but that would be really cool if they threw that in this game, considering that you have to either start with Pikachu or Eevee, depending on the version you get. So that's pretty dope, and this time I will actually finally beat the game, so that's pretty dope. Another thing I think is pretty cool is some of the customization options. Like, I've seen how you can dress yourself up like your Pokemon, or you can change like their hairstyle. That's kind of a nice little feature. I don't think I'm going to utilize that very much. I kind of like the basic trainer costume and just like the Pokemon itself without any clothes, but maybe the more costumes I see, I'll be enticed to actually use it. But it's a fun feature. It looks pretty cool, and you can like pet them and stuff like that. That's pretty cool too, and you could really you're actually really supposed to bond with them, so that's pretty dope. Oh, another thing is Jesse and James from Team Rocket are returning, just like they were in Pokemon Yellow. That's a pretty nice little feature. I've seen James has a rose that he has in his mouth and holds. That's like a funny tribute to the anime. I love them. I think they're super funny. So I think that'll be awesome to see in the game. Another thing is the Mega Evolutions. Now I do not know anything about Mega Evolutions. The last Pokemon game I actually almost beat was actually that Pokemon Yellow game. I bought Sun, I think. I bought Pokemon Sun, but I never even got to the first gym leader, and I've never played X or Y, or I haven't played any Pokemon game that has had any of the Mega Evolutions in them, so I can't really speak to Mega Evolutions, besides they look really, really cool, and I'm excited to see about what they can do, especially that Charizard X one. Ooh, that one is clean. That one's a really cool one. Secret techniques. So I guess this is basically the replacement for HMs in previous Pokemon games. For those who don't know, HMs, or hidden moves, these were used to cut down the little trees you see, or to have your Pokemon surf over the water or fly to a different city. You needed these special hidden moves in order to execute them. And I guess this time around, your starter Pokemon is going to be able to have access to three of these secret techniques. You can fly with them, you can surf on the water with them, and you can cut down trees with them without having to obtain these H&Ms. I think that's a pretty cool feature. I remember in past Pokemon games, I got pretty annoyed with like trying to find where they are and trying to obtain them. So that's pretty nice that we can just focus on one Pokemon having them. I don't know if we still have to obtain them somehow or any of those like really specific details about it, but that's just pretty cool. Another thing is these exclusive moves, and I guess Pikachu and Eevee have their own exclusive moves, and the more you bond with your Pokemon, the closer connection you have, the exclusive move is more powerful when it's used. That's pretty unique. I think that's a pretty cool feature, and that'll be a lot of fun to see executed, and it'll give me maybe a reason to bond more with my Pokemon, and randomly in battle you'll enable these exclusive moves, so that should be really dope to see, really dope. Another thing is the version exclusives. Now personally, I'm getting Let's Go Pikachu. So version exclusives I can have access to is Sandshrew, Growlithe, and Oddish. And Sandshrew and Growlithe really sold me. I like both of those Pokemon. I think they're super dope. Oddish is cool, but like I don't love him. But I suppose he's pretty cool. And then Eevee has Bellsprout, Vulpix, and Meowth. Personally, the only Pokemon that I think kind of looks dope out of those three is the Vulpix. But I was gonna get Let's Go Pikachu anyway, besides the version exclusives, and I'll explain that in a little bit. Another great thing is, I know a lot of people may not necessarily care for it, is the Pokemon Go connection that game can have with this game. And for those who don't know about that, basically, only Kanto region Pokemon that you caught in Pokemon Go, you can transfer into Pokemon Let's Go. And that is such a dope feature. I have a ton of Pokemon off of Pokemon Go. I'm super excited to like actually put them in the game. I have some pretty decent ones. Like I know I have like a Dragonite, and I have all three versions of Eevee from Kanto. So that's super exciting, and I cannot wait to actually see me putting them in the game. That should be a lot of fun. Another thing is I want to talk about Meltan and Melmetal. This is the new Pokemon released for this game that they're going to put in this game. I don't really know how to feel about them. They obviously look like they're based on like a nut, like a screw nut, a nut bolt thing, which is like, okay, really, like that's kind of a weird take. However, this Evolution Melmetal does look pretty sick, actually. So I might consider maybe trying to go find him in Pokemon Go within the next week, and also getting him in the game, and possibly him being a part of my party in the game. That would be super duper fun. Another cool feature is the Master Trainers, and these are basically trainers that specialize in one specific Pokemon, and they're meant to be one-on-one battles where it's just you versus that trainer with that specific Pokemon, and you, the goal is to beat them all. And I guess obviously there's like 150 of them because of all the Pokemon in the Kanto region. There's 151, but I think the Mew one is locked behind the paywall for the Pokeball Go Plus accessory, which I'll talk about later. But that should be pretty fun to try to beat all of the Master Trainers and seek them out through the Kanto region. I think that seems like a really cool idea, and these trainers are supposed to be significantly harder than just like your basic trainer that you find out. Another cool thing, the final trailer that came out a few days ago regarding the Elite Four. The Elite Four look cool, and the Pokemon, the Pokemon League looks cool, but that's not really what I want to focus on. I want to focus on the characters they released in this trailer. The first person that we see is that Gary, or Blue, or whatever you want to call him, is in the game, but it doesn't look like he's directly your rival, because it's been shown in previous trailers that you have this rival that looks different. But Gary is actually seen in this trailer for a second, and you're talking to him, so I'm sure there's a chance you'll battle him. And then next in the trailer, it goes on to show Trainer Red. Trainer Red is he is the hardest CPU ever in any Pokemon game. He has like level 80 Pokemon. I loved fighting him when I had Heart Gold and Soul Silver. That was so much fun. I'm so glad they added him in this game. I cannot wait to see him in action. That should be a lot of fun to battle. And you're in a battle with him, so you can battle him. And then at the very end of the trailer, it shows this girl turning around, and a lot of people are speculating that it is Green or Leaf, the female protagonist from Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, that you can be. And I don't know if you can fight her or what her role is in the game. None of that is explained whatsoever, so that'll be really interesting to find out and figure her out once the game comes out. And now I want to talk about that Pokeball Plus. So there is a version of Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee, that there is this Pokeball Plus accessory, and essentially what it is, it's shaped like a Pokeball. It has a stick on it in the place of the button that you would click on the original Pokeball, and you can actually play the entire game just with this Pokeball. And originally, I was dead set on getting this version. It cost $100, which is actually a good deal because the base game is $60 and the Pokeball Plus by itself is $50, so you'd be saving $10 by getting this bundle. I decided not to get it, however, and I forgot to mention, I guess you also get a Mew if you get this Pokeball Plus, which is, I'm not really in favor of that. I wish there was a way to like find him in the wild. But you get a Mew along with this Pokeball Plus accessory, and I was originally going to get it. However, at the moment, as far as Joy-Cons go, I have 3 full controllers of Joy-Cons. So I have 6 of the individual Joy-Cons, and I kind of felt weird getting it because it's like, okay, this Pokeball is 1 Joy-Con, and I'm gonna have to keep like track of it and stuff. And for some players, for some of you guys, it really might be worth it, but for me, it's really tempting with Mew, and just like the fact that Pokeball Plus, like you can go on walks with it and transfer a Pokemon into it, like that's cool, but I really don't think I'm gonna be that immersed in the game. So I originally was dead set on buying that, but now I've just pre-ordered the base version of Let's Go Pikachu from Amazon, and we'll be getting it on Friday. What do you guys think about this? Are you guys excited for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu? I know the community is very split on it. Personally, I'm extremely excited considering I really haven't played a very new Pokemon game in many years, so I'm really excited to get back into it and see what Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu has to offer as I go out and re-explore the Kanto region. Let me guys know what you think in the comments. Please like, subscribe, and share this video, and let's have a discussion about it if you guys are interested, and I'll check you guys out later. Peace. Thanks for watching.